but tell me if there's a ridiculous, crazy echo like before. All right, so here's what the rules are. First of all, please just have fun, relax, no pressure. The last answer that you type into the chat before the music stops will be what you're scored on. And basically you have 16 seconds to answer. The first person to type the correct answer gets full points, and each person after that gets half points. It's okay to guess. You're not going to lose points for a wrong answer. Spelling counts if you're typing a word into the chat box. The top score out of my MGF 1106 students gets 20 bonus points. Second place gets 15 bonus points. I think that's all who's here, so that'll cover it. And thank you for your patience, because I'm trying this out and I hope we can do it again in the future, but I'm sure there'll be glitches. Okay, so here we go. This is the game board. So we have 4 categories. We have set operations, cardinalities, and then and, or, not, and if then. So the first 2 columns are set theory questions, and the second 2 columns are logic questions. Okay, the first question that we're gonna do is we're gonna do set operations for 100. So those are the points that you get in the game, the 100, the 200, the 300. I'm gonna pick set operations for 100, and then if you get the answer right, the first answer you get right, you get to pick the next category and amount. And people can jump in and out. You don't have to stay for the whole time. Okay, so I'm gonna click set operations. And so the question is, what's the meaning of this symbol that's showing on the screen? Okay, good. So the first question is, the answer is intersect. You can say it either way. Perfect. So I'm going to give each of you points for that. So let me show you how this works. So I'm gonna put you in here. And so we just did set operations for 100. And the first to answer was Tista, so you get 100, and the second was L. Silverstein. You're going to get 50. Okay, I'm going to keep track of that. And now we're going to move on to Tista, you get to pick the next question. So we've already done the one in red here, set operations for 100. So you tell me in the chat, which one do you want to do next? Tell me the category and tell me, is the music still playing? Oh, it's Naraya. Okay, Naraya. It doesn't matter. You can tell me at the end of the game. Tisanya. Okay, set operations for 200. Here we go. Maybe. Here we go. The name of the set operation that's represented as an apostrophe, as in A apostrophe or ABBD apostrophe. What does that represent? Tisanya says not including A. What about Naraya? What do you think? All right, very good. That's right. The technical word for it is complement, and it does mean what's not in the set. So you're going to both get credit for that. And since, let's see, which one was that? 200-point question. So that means that I'm just going to go ahead and give you both 200 because you both came up with a different answer and they were both correct. Okay, so then let's see. Tasanya, what shall we do? And if the music's bothering you, you can just mute it. I actually can't hear the music right now as I have everything muted so it won't echo. So do you want set operations again, cardinalities? Yes, Naraya, you got 50 on the first question. Oh, you guys, I'm not sure if you can see, but I have it in a Excel spreadsheet here. Okay, cardinalities for 100. Let's see what we got here. Usually these $100 questions are quick. All right, so what does n parentheses bracket 0 close bracket close parentheses? What's the value of that? I'm looking for a number. Remember, it's okay to guess. You're not going to lose points. Just participating, you're going to do great. Do you remember what that N symbol represents? Oh, good try, guys. But it's not 0. I'm going to give you both another chance. Remember what does that N represent? What is it asking you to find? I know we haven't looked at this in a while. You're probably all thinking about logic now, but it's asking you to find what? The number of the number of elements in a set, right? Or the number of numbers if it's a set of numbers. So how many numbers are in that set? So how many numbers are listed between the curvy brackets? Yes, it does mean the cardinality. Very good. That's correct. Good job. There is one number. It's the number 0, which is what makes the question. Is 1. So let's see. Tasanya. Yes, the one number is the number 0, but the N is asking you to find how many numbers. Okay. Very good. Okay. So now, let's see what's next. Which category and amount do you want? The answer was 1. The answer to the last question was 1, because there was one element inside that set. In between the curvy brackets, that's where you see the elements, and there was only 1 listed. The number was 0, which is what makes it tricky. Okay, let's look at cardinalities for 200. Again, cardinalities is the number of elements in a set. Okay, true or false? If the number of elements in A is 5 and the number of elements in B is 7, then the number of elements in A union B is 12. It must be 12. Is that true or false? Or are there other possible, it's true if it absolutely has to be 12. It's false if it's possible that it's 12, but it's possible it's something else. Sonia says true. How about Naraya? What do you think? You think it's true too? So what about if we have, so here's the situation. I'm going to draw you a picture and see if you stick with your answer. Here's A, here's B. We know that the total number of elements in here is 12. I'm sorry, we want to know if it has to be 12. If the number of elements in A, you change your answer? Why do you change your answer? How about Naraya? Are you sticking with true or are you changing to false? We're saying that there are 5 in A and there are 7 in B. Does that mean there have to be 12 in the whole union if you put the two sets together? Very good, because there could be an overlap between the two. Very good. Good job. That's right. Excellent. Let me give you your points. So that was a 200 and a 100. Okay. What shall we do next? Maybe you want to do some logic. It's fresher. We've been looking at it more recently. Those would be the columns 3 and 4 there, if you're interested. You guys are doing great. And are not for 100. All right, logic. The meaning of this symbol. Excellent. Good. So that is going to be 150. Okay. What shall we look at next? Same category for 200. The meaning of this symbol. Very good. You guys were give you both full credit. Let's see here. That's going to be 200, 200. Oh, I'm in the wrong place, aren't I? Oops. I forgot I had these. Let's see. I'll just put it here. Okay. So which category? Let's let Nasania pick this time. Is that good for you, Nasania? The same category for 300? There's this really long delay, so I'm sorry about that. I don't know why there has to be such a long delay. It doesn't do this on our Blackboard Collaborate, does it? Okay. So, what is, be careful here, this is a little more challenging, the negation of all children love ice cream. Negation of all children love ice cream. This is one of our lectures. There's got to be a sentence. The negation of all children love ice cream is... Be careful. Remember, this is a sentence. It has to have the be false when this sentence is true and be true when this sentence is false. So just because it's true that all children love ice cream, well, that's a bad example. Just because it's false that all children love ice cream, does that mean it's true that no children love ice cream? No. I think you were on the right track to Sonia with the some children hate ice cream. Wait, some children don't love ice cream. Yeah, which is like, I guess you could say hate. That's correct. That's right, Nasanya. Not all children like ice cream. That is perfect. All right. So you're both going to get some points for that one. That was a 300-point question. Nasanya's going to get full credit. I'm sorry, Naraya. I'm mixing your names together. Sorry. Naraya is going to get full credit. Tasanya is going to get half credit. Okay. So the answer is... All right. What shall we do next? Naraya. And we're going to stop in about 10 minutes. Alrighty. What's the truth value of P and F, P and false, for any statement P? Truth value of P and false for any statement P. So only two possibilities here, true or false. Let's see, what do you think? Sonia says false. What about Naraya? Because what's the rule for and? Only true if both are true. So if there's even one false, then the whole statement has to be false. Okay. So Tasanya got that one. That was 400. And this one's going to be 200. All right. All right. What's next? Very good. You guys are doing great. Alrighty. So here we go. $500 question. What's the truth value of P or true for any statement? Tisanya got it. Or statement is going to be true if even one part of it is true. So that is going to be 500. She's pulling ahead, pulling ahead. Okay. So let's see, what do we have next here? You want to try the last category, the if then? You meant the other false, right? Yeah, it's only false if both are false. And so we knew that it had one. Let me show you. Oh, hi, Carly. You can still join in. So it was the truth value of P or true. So if you know even one of them is true, it doesn't matter if it's true or if it's false or true, the overall statement is going to be true. So that's why that one was true. You kind of have to think backwards. That's right, because it's or. That's right. If it was and, it would matter if it was true or false. If it was false and true, that would be false. If it was true and true, that would be true. So it would make a difference. But when it's or, it doesn't make a difference. If one of them's true, the whole thing has to be true. Good. Okay, what shall we do next? I'm going to add Carly as contestant number 3. If then for 100. Here we go. The name of the kind of connective indicated here. And I'm not looking for if then. I'm actually looking for a word that starts with C. I'm glad you're here, Carly. I'm not looking for if then. A word that starts with C, that means the if then kind of statement. There was the conjunction, the disjunction, the negation, and then this. Oh, good guesses, good guesses. Nope, no one's gotten it yet. Shit. Think of it this way. Q happens under the condition that P happens. Right? There's a condition. Yes, very good. The conditional. The conditional. So conditional, just to remind you, the conditional is just talking about P implies Q. I noticed that you mentioned the converse, and I can understand why you would be thinking about that. Because the converse is related to the conditional. It's when you take the conditional and turn it around. So if you take any conditional statement and reverse the order, like in this case, since I had P implies Q was the conditional, the converse of it is going to be Q implies P. or if the conditional is if it's raining, I will cry. Then the converse of that would be if I cry, then it's raining. These two are converse. These two are both conditional statements, and they're converses of each other. Okay. So conditional. And Naraya got that one. You get 100 points. All right, let's try another one. We still have a couple minutes. Let's see, we could do the next, this guy doesn't want to move. The next in the category of if then, the $200 question. Let's go ahead and do that one. So this one says the name of the kind of component statements as part of the compound statement P implies Q. Remember, in a conditional statement, the P is called something and the Q is called something. We're looking for P. What is P called? You might remember the prefix that it has means, oh, very good, guys, very good. Do you agree, Carly? You can still type it in. The rule is the first person who answers gets full points, and each person after that gets half points. Because you're still participating. Antecedents. Antecedents. All right, so think about what you want to do next. I'm going to give you guys your points. You guys have time for another question? Okay, let's do the $300 one. So, given that P implies Q is false, what are the true values of P and Q? Oh, did you type it in to Sonia? I'm sorry, I'll put it up there. I'll give you, that was 50 points then. So I'm looking for the truth values of P and Q. They're both false, is that what you're saying? P is false and Q is false? In order to get a false? Excellent, ladies. Very good. So we have, was that the $300, 300 point question? Let's see. So you get 300 and 150. I think, Naraya, you said they're both false, right? Okay. So remember I told you the promise is made and then broken? So I was talking about P being true, but then Q is false. The promise is made, but then broken. All right, you got time for one more? I'm gonna put it up here. Let's see. The truth value of Q implies P, given that P is true and Q is false. Be careful. Q implies P. This is a tricky one. Okay, the answer is... Okay, so why is it true? So they're saying that P is true and Q is false, and we're looking at the statement false implies true. The rule for the conditional is that it's only false when the promise is made but then broken. True implies false. So this is going to have to be true. It's the trickiest of the connective rules. Very important on the logic assignments. So make a note of that. That's going to be 400 and... Wait, I can't remember. Let's see. Yeah, 400, 0, 200. Okay, so we're going to stop there. So we have first, second, and third place. I'm going to go back to the beginning of the slideshow here, if it'll let me. And remember that the rules said that the top score gets 20 points, the second place gets 15, and everybody else gets 10 points. So that means that to Sonia, you are going to get 20 bonus points today. 20 bonus points for Sonia, and then we're going to have Naraya is going to get 15 bonus points, and Carly is going to get 10 bonus points. Now remember, you can still get more bonus points throughout the term, and the maximum number of bonus points is 50, which is 5% of your grade. So if you have been commenting on videos, or if you comment on them now, you can still get more bonus points, up to 50. Okay? Well, thanks so much for your patience today, guys, with the weird echoing at the beginning and to help me work it out. Maybe next time it'll go a little smoother. That was the last one. Yeah, we're not going to do the final question because I said it would go till 5:15, so I don't want to keep anybody. But you guys did a great job, and I will see you in class. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, it was fun. Thank you guys for showing up. Now if I can just figure out how to turn it off. There we go.